Hi, my name is Marco from Studio de Mel. This is the second podcast in my series, Design for Humans, and this is an example of an imperfect podcast. So I decided to jump into it, and a lot of things could have been improved, and I could have researched more and found other ways to do it. Initially, I wanted to force myself to do a YouTube live, because that way I don't need to have a script done. I don't have the opportunity to edit. I don't have the opportunity to overthink and need to create graphics and all kind of stuff within the episode. So basically, I wanted to just go live and then just Marco rambles about design for about 10 minutes on YouTube Live. But now I'm learning that if you need to do an Instagram Live from YouTube, you need some kind of setting update and some kind of permission, and it can take up to 24 hours. And so that doesn't work. So now I'm just going to do a live for myself and then post it. But it will be a one-take podcast episode. Again, I'm trying to preach what I'm telling my clients, take my own medication and just do it, and do it imperfectly instead of waiting for 2 years and getting started in 2 years. So you might as well get started now, because I'm learning all these things as I go. First of all, thank you so much for the warm welcome to my first podcast episode. I really appreciate it. All of the comments on LinkedIn and on Instagram and here on YouTube. I really do appreciate the encouragement and the support. So that's very reassuring, and it just tells me that we should just do what we want to do. And again, don't wait, just do it now. Just do it today. So first of all, thank you so much. And I just want to elaborate a little bit more about what this Design for Humans podcast is. So my thoughts around this concept and theme really came after doing a lot of research about AI. I feel like AI is coming very fast. It's coming extremely swiftly for all industries, also creative industries. I've heard some stats that in, I think, a year from now, 90% of all coding will be done by AI. I see it come very fast for design, for copywriters, across the board for all different professions. So for a while, I was kind of this moody and why is AI stealing my all of my creativity and all of that, and whining and oh my god, this is gonna change everything and it's so bad. I just changed my mindset, and instead of being afraid of AI, I have chosen to now embrace AI and start using it, start getting good at it, use it every day, force myself to use it as a tool, don't see it as a competitor, and really just start getting comfortable with this, because it's not going to go away. And I think the people that embrace it now will get a head start. We're already 2 years in, so it's really time to start now. And I think you should do the same. It's not going to go away. We might as well embrace it as a tool instead of an enemy, and use it as a collaborator, an assistant, a junior designer, a person that you can bounce feedback from. So that's basically how I decided I'm gonna do a podcast about design for humans, to really highlight how humans, we are still gonna be needed. We may be using AI for a lot of things, but the human interaction, the human collaboration, the dialogue, the feedback sessions, the coffee meetings, the Zoom sessions where I show design rounds and I share my views and the client shares his view. That is still going to be there, and maybe AI is going to do all of design, but the clients will still need a human to guide them through that process. So that's how my title came from. And my intention is to really interview a lot of my design friends, industrial designers, textile designers, fashion designers, shoe designers, people that work in architecture, interior designers, photographers, communication coaches, motion graphic designers, yeah, a lot of people that really work with design and with humans in some kind of way, and I would be very interested to hear how they are embracing or working with AI. So I look forward to a lot of really good conversations with a lot of my network, and I think it's going to be really fun. So first, that was the thank you and a bit about my podcast. Then I'm going to talk about two other things in this podcast. The first thing is really again how I embrace have decided to embrace AI and some of the tools that I'm using. Again, I'm forcing myself to use it every day. I have been using ChatGPT a lot, and it's pretty impressive how you could really use it as a collaborator, and you can tell it who you are and what you do, and your tone of voice and your rates, and then it will help you create estimates, and it will help you brainstorm and can you help me come up with a slogan for some kind of product, and then please give me 50 solutions or 50 different ideas, and it will do that. And you can then use your human mind and your human intuition to kind of sift through all of that, and then you might have saved half a day. But you still need that human like verifier to see, okay, does that actually work in a cultural setting? Does it work with this product? Are there any other things that AI may not have picked up on? So ChatGPT, I've heard that I really need to use Perplexity and Claude. Claude should be really good for research, deep research, and Perplexity should also be like similar to ChatGPT, but just like on a higher level. For image generation, I've also started to play with Midjourney. Half a year ago, it was pretty hard because you needed to have some kind of Discord account, and now it's a little bit more intuitive. So yeah, I've started to just play around with it. A lot of times it just do random stuff. I needed to extend an image background of one of the bosses I'm working for a big company, and he had a photo where it was cut right here, and the company needed his shoulders to be added, and I just tried to work on that in Midjourney, and it couldn't do it. It added babies, it added women next to his side, it added all kind of random stuff. So basically, then I went into Photoshop and used AI in there to help me, and then I took a stock photo with another person from iStock with actually shoulders on, and then adjusted everything in Photoshop. So it was more like a collaboration. It wasn't AI that was doing the whole thing. It was me using AI first, finding a stock photo, and then using Photoshop again. But AI was helpful in terms of matching the colors of the original shirt with the stock photo shirt. But again, I had to do the tweaks and all of that. So that was image generation in Midjourney. And then I just wanted to play around and have my own voice in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. I would love to learn it. That's my goal too. But there's something called 11 Labs. I just uploaded my voice. I basically read 30 seconds of the Danish cookbook, and 11 apps basically cloned my voice. And now I can speak fluently in Spanish, Japanese, Portuguese, Arabic, you name it. So that's pretty wild. Like, so basically, if you have some kind of video content out there with your voice, anybody can use that voice, your voice, to make a clone of your voice that can say whatever. Pretty wild and also pretty scary. So that's 11 Labs. Then I wanted to play around with the generation of videos. I've heard it goes very fast. It sounds like Hollywood will be going through big changes because now you can basically, at this time, have a video, 5-minute video segment, and you can tell it to create this video in a Lego style, in a Duplo style, in a Pokemon style, and it will do it, and it will look like pretty good. So that's gonna go really fast in the video industry, also with editing. So I did try an app called InVideo, just to to create some kind of quick video, and I just told it a few prompts. Create a video with these two characters, and I gave the characters names, and then it used stock photos to create like a 2-minute video, and it added a voiceover that was pretty funny. And then if you wanted to not have the stock photo watermarks, you could pay a subscription. But again, it's pretty impressive what it can do. And yeah, it just leaves a lot of opportunities to start creating videos now. And then, of course, for a few years, it's also powered by AI now. It's Grammarly. Grammarly, yeah, it's a pretty good help connected to my Gmail, and just give suggestions of how to change my tone or add like a comma or just change a few things. And that's also an integrated part of my workday to use Grammarly. So yeah, that was just a spiel to, again, just encourage you all to embrace AI. Again, it's here for the long run, and it will just keep evolving, and it goes very fast, and the train is leaving. The train has left, so we better just try to play with it and use it, and again, see it as an extra hand. So that was AI. And then I want to keep this to 15 minutes to not be too long-winded. I will keep the longer sessions with my guests. So this third part I want to talk about is sketching. So basically the reason why I am a designer is because I've been drawing my whole life since I was like 2 or 3. And then I learned that I could be something that was a graphic designer. And that's basically why I pursued being a designer, because I love to draw. In design school, I did drawings all the time. I sketched all the time. It was like a big part of my process. And then when I became a professional designer, I kind of lost that tool, because a lot of times I just moved into the computer to save time, to not miss a deadline, to just, I know what I want. I'll just jump into Illustrator now and do some sketches in Illustrator with fonts and icons. And yeah, so a lot of years I have not really sketched as much as I really should. But I really got a wake-up call the other week where I worked on a project. I've been working on a logo project for a client for about 10 hours, and it kind of ran into a dead end. I didn't know kind of where to take it. And then I basically just sat down. I came home on a Friday night and sat down with my daughter Mia, and she's really good at drawing as well. She will be better than me. She is better than me than at my age. And then we sketched just for 1 hour on this logo design project. And yeah, I basically just took a pen and some paper and started sketching. And basically just by sketching for an hour, I got like 20 different ideas. And I found an idea, an approach to do like that logo in, and I sent it to my client, and she opened the email the next morning and said that she loves the concept of a hand sketch. And that idea I simply wouldn't have gotten in Illustrator because I had tried. And sometimes you just need to close that computer and start sketching. If you do enjoy sketching, and if you find it helpful. And so that's something that I kind of had gotten away from, and now I really need to start like doing sketches, do loose sketches all the time. It just like spend 1 hour and then just get some ideas down on paper. You get all the good ideas out, you get all the bad ideas out. This was the logo that may become the final logo. Collaborator's design for my client Josefina. So yeah, again, if you're doing just sketching and if that's part of your workflow and you have kind of gotten away from it as a designer or a creative person, begin sketching again. And I will keep doing that, and I learned a lesson to don't get too far away from the foundation of your craft. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little rambling from me about my podcast and my challenges with that, about AI, how to not be afraid of it, and about sketching. Go do sketching. Thank you guys, and see you next time.